Just walked out the crystal shop for those who peeped into that video. I'm gonna either try to stitch this together to make it like longer than 3 minutes so that way I can post it as a video. Or I'm gonna just post these as separate shorts. But look, I walked up because they have this. I love these things. Like, people are so cool that they do that. I gotta come back and bring a book because it's like. But I'm gonna bring back one of the probably one of the little children's books I already read and shit. One of the what's it called, the Magic Treehouse series. Yeah, for those who know about that. that shit fire. I used to read that when I was in like first grade and shit. But look, I ain't talking about this one. That shit dark. Y'all know the TV show. But look, they put The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Even though that's a little human being, it's a little white boy and shit. Most likely a shapeshifter, but still. Because he just talking about what we already know. He talking about the knowledge of so-called Black and Latino people, our ancestors. So these white people will talk about the shit that we're naturally tapped into, and then they'll make profit off of it, right? And then they don't even be meditating or doing shit themselves, but still, they're speaking game, right? So if anyone's channeling a high frequency, you can absorb that from any source now, even if it's a white boy, even if it's a human being, a so-called human being made in the image of the Blacks, Latinos, the gods, you feel me, the Anunnaki. Even if it's a white boy, you can still absorb that energy, you feel me? So Eckhart Tolle, I don't know where this came from, but I feel like it's a manifestation from the ancestors, you feel me? Because I already wanted some high vibrational energy within the books I read. Like, it's one thing to read fantasy and shit, because they be putting the truth in the fantasy and TV shows and shit. Because where do you think they got all those ideas from? These white people can't create. They don't got souls to create. You feel me? So, within that being said, that's deep as fuck that they done put this book right here, The Power of Now, you feel me? Now look, let's see what this is. It's talking about I want to change my life. Nah, we don't need all that. Let's see what the other shit is, though. The last song, like, talking about how they eat. It's probably gonna be some bullshit. All your food and diet questions answered. Nah, yeah, it's talking about diet shit. It's not talking about no plant-based or anything. I was seeing if this was about, like, like healing with herbs or being plant-based. I was seeing if they were going to talk about real knowledge of food, because real knowledge of food is understanding that the only thing we should be eating is that which comes directly from the soil in its whole state, and that anything that's called food is a man-made item. If it has to be made in the factory, it's not made for your body. Let's put it like that, you feel me? If it has to be put in a box, it should be boxed out of your life, you feel me? Anything when it goes to being edible. But so within that being said, right, let's look. Stories for all occasions. Okay. Seems like they got mostly the same shit from the last time I came, plus that new little book. The one that oh yeah, that's some demonic shit. Look, this is some demonic ass shit up here. Hold up. No, I don't want that type of energy. Nah. See, that's why I don't watch horror movies and shit. I used to fuck with some girl I used to do a little thing with, and she was like, why you don't like horror movies and shit? Because I ain't trying to see things about people getting killed. That should be demonic. Now that I woke up, I ain't trying to see a bunch of death and violence and shit. I don't even listen to trap music anymore, or gangster music. I try to avoid that shit. Avoid mainstream rap. I be listening to spiritual rap and spiritual, elevating, lyrical, divine stuff, spiritual music. Well, look, these are stories about the woods around Salvation Creek and people who have gone missing there. Nah, this is some dark shit. Talking about people dying. I want something that's good. Like, why you got all this dark energy? Talking about the afterlife of Billy Fingers. The hell? Hold up. Billy's ongoing after-death communications. Oh wait, hold up. This might be deep. It's talking about ghosts. Someone who can see ghosts and talk to. It's like a spirit medium. And a few weeks after his death, William Cohen, aka Billy Fingers, woke his sister Annie at dawn. I'm drifting weightlessly through these glorious stars and galaxies, and I feel a divine presence. Oh wait, hold up. We put that shit in the bag. They talking about divine energies and shit. Talking about being a ghost and shit. Oh no. You already know we gotta get that one. Hold up. Look, this is the book I put in. This is what I was talking about, the Magic Treehouse. I'm gonna come back here and put 2 books. For the 2 books I took, you feel me? I'm gonna try to remember that shit. I mean, it's not even a matter of trying. I'm gonna remember that shit because I walk by here all the time. I just gotta bring the books with me next time I walk, you feel me? Look, I'm gonna see. Nah, it's pretty much all the same. Alright, word, so. Wait, hold up. This about working out and shit. Complete step-to-step workout and exercises for every. Okay, word. Nah, we need this too. Hold up. This about to be fire. This book fire. I need it. Because I've been trying to work out on my workout game. So now I gotta bring 3 books back, yo, next time I pop back out here. I don't know what this shit is. I don't need all that now. I don't need all that now. That's more so for the goddesses and for the woman, you feel me? But, word, so. Nah, yeah, it be fire, though. When I walk past these and they got the good books, like books that are actually, like, worth reading and shit. Like, not just some dumb books that people just put away for no reason. And the funny thing is people don't even care about books like that anymore, so people be giving their books away and shit. You feel me? So the more we get into this technology shit, all this complaining I be doing about, oh, technology's ruining being social and technology's ruining everything. I mean, at the same time, it's creating space for the ones who really want to read all this knowledge. It's always going to be sitting here. All these books and all this knowledge, not to say physical, right? But for lack of better terminology, things that are in real life that is like off of the phone, like real physical information that you can hold in your hand or research out in reality by going around the world and talking to different cultures, going to ancient ruins, seeing different ancient technology and ancient stuff that we once had. Like all these different things, right? All these different things, right? You can tune into that shit naturally. And within that being said, fuck, I just completely lost my train of thought when I fucking turned the corner, bro. Oh, wait, nah, that's what I was saying. Like, even though technology is taking over, right? And you see most people don't care about real information. They don't care about books and shit anymore. It's creating space for the people who do care about that shit. So that books is always going to be there. That information is always going to be there. You feel me? And it's always going to be there to be read. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, like the more people get pulled into technology and get on a low frequency, they're not going to be out in nature. So it's going to be more space in nature. Like y'all can be on the AI fucking player ready one reality, zoned into a fucking artificial shit. I'm going to be out in nature and there's going to be way more space out in nature, you feel me? You feel me? The less people out in nature, y'all can be, that's a part of the shift too. The ones who are naturally not meant to rise, they're going to eradicate from being so addicted by technology, so addicted from this toxic food, like all these low vibrational things within this matrix. The people who are still tied into that, they're going to die off within this low vibrational system. Anything that is against nature must be eradicated from the planet, because nature itself is the planet, and the planet is tired of being stepped on and raped and you know, attacked and literally killed. You feel me? They're killing the planet every single day. And y'all will be so backwards to think that me saying that anything that kills nature should die, nigga. The planet is nature. Fuck you mean? So anything that kills nature should get eradicated. And that's the shift we're moving towards, you feel me? Nature will overgrow all these concrete jungles. Nature will rise above all this toxic shit, you feel me? As is that they're pumping that toxic, disgusting food to my own carbonated beings who lack the knowledge of self, to know we should not be eating anything but fruits and plants. That is the biggest drug. Food is the biggest drug, nigga. They have a monopoly on fucking the food industry. Anything that's called food should not be going in your mouth. You feel me? Anything that's called food is not for you. Because fruits and plants and oranges and food, that's what I'm trying to get at. I don't see an orange as food. Food is something that's man-made. Food is weaponry to change your genetics from the inside out. Food is the biggest weapon against so-called blacks, Latinos, the indigenous beings of this planet. You feel me? We're carbonated beings, 9 ether beings, you feel me? And the planet is returning to the so-called black people and the so-called Latino people. Because again, Latino isn't real. Latino is literally them splitting us. They go to every part of the land, and everywhere you see black people, so-called carbonated people, you feel me? They call them African. But Africa itself was named after Scifro Africanus. America itself was named after Americo Vespucci. Spanish conquistadors. And my people ain't Spanish. They came to my lands to call us what? Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and I'm mixed with straight up black as well. So my point is, there is no difference between so-called black and Latino because what's in our skin is carbonated. We're different shades of the same species. Blacks and Latinos anciently are one. All of South America got all our ancient technology and ruins on that shit, you feel me? The Aztecs, the Mayans and shit, the real Mexicans and shit. All that energy all down in South America and shit. What happened was they raped a lot of us too, so there's a lot of mixing going on. They raped a lot of our grandmothers and shit. And they tried to water down the genes. That's what a lot of it is too. They're trying to weaken the genes. And one of their ways of weakening the genes is the tactic of getting us to interbreed with these human beings. Again, human beings being so-called white people. The only human being is white people and all their variants, made in our image. Allah, arm, leg, arm, head, the God physique. We are Anunnaki gods. And that's exactly how it is. And that's exactly how it's always gonna be. Now Planet Kai is rising. I know y'all feel my energy out here. I'm just chilling, you feel me? I got amped up. But word, peace to everyone's happening. I wish y'all the best. This system is finna burn, nigga. System is finna burn. Babylon is burning. Every day, every man-made hour, every fucking last amount, because this time's breaking down, but for the remaining amount of time that time is gonna be in this realm, it's tracking its own demise, bro. Because once the system breaks down and we don't need time, because there's going to be no reason for time. You're not going to be working a job. You're not going to be working in this matrix. You're not going to be running on this calendar or this man-made Gregorian time system. You're just going to be out in nature. The days are going to blend together. It's going to be you in the present moment continuously. It's not going to be, oh, I went from this day to the next day and yesterday was something that's separate from this day. No, it's going to be you in the present eternally, just in yourself. Going from one energy cycle to the next. That's what it really is supposed to be. There isn't supposed to be this fake time where you're going from these days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they repeat the same days over and over again because it's a spell. It's a spell to keep you locked into the system, just on a hamster wheel, in a loop, thinking you're going somewhere, but you're never meant to go anywhere in this system. You're meant to stay a worker forever. Most of the people working in the system, when they keep working, if they knew they were going to stay in the system forever now, they're going to stay in the system forever? Is you kidding me? They think they're going to get up somewhere. They think they're going to get past them, that slave job they're working. Little do they know that this system was never designed for you to rise above being a worker. I mean, the bosses, the so-called bosses, because they ain't bossing my life and they ain't bossing shit. But I'm saying the people who own these companies that you be working for, you really think they're going to make it to where you're ever going to not have to work for them? They need workers. They don't want you to be sitting at the table with them, fam. They're eating off of your fucking energy. You're the one building up their companies and building up the American, you know, they how they said they had the American destiny. They felt destined to steal our lands. The American destiny. How the fuck y'all feel destined to our shit, nigga? That don't even make no sense. How the fuck you feel destined to our shit? Because again, we understand that most of the so-called blacks, Latinos you see around are the real Native Americans. We didn't come from Africa. Africa is just our cousins, you feel me? Africa is one form of the carbonated beings on one part of the land, and we're raising up the frequency to understand this more and more and more. Again, so-called human beings, and this has nothing to do with racism or hatred, so-called white people, the real human beings, the Bible is their creation story. They're made by my ancestor, my fallen ancestor, Zeus, but he goes by the nicknames of Satan, Yakub, Enki, and Lil. You feel me? He goes by many different nicknames, you feel me? But he's the creator of these so-called white people, these human beings, made in the image of black and Latino people. You feel me? So we understand how everything's being broken down. The truth is being revealed. This is the eons of truth. I am eon itself. Energy cycles eternally. You feel me? Energy cycles infinite. You feel me? Energy, eon meaning energy, eternity of now. You feel me? That's a divine acronym. But even deeper, we understand what eons are. Energy cycles. Again, what I was saying, that existed before time. That which existed way before time. You feel me? They're made in my image by our fallen brother, you feel me? And they're over here running our shit, got us working in their companies and shit. And we're the main workforce. We're the one who manifested this white man's dream. We're the one who brought his shit to life, you feel me? Like, this shit's donezo, you feel me? This shit done. This shit need to go. Nature for the rise above all this shit, you feel me? So word. Peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Now we rise. I leave as I come on divine chaos, on heat, straight heat, burned it, on fire, amped up, you feel me? That's exactly how I'm coming. That's exactly how I'm leaving this bitch, you feel me? So, peace, y'all. Keep y'all vibrations high. Keep y'all third eyes open. And yeah, now we rise.